So we have toxic attraction here, but you want to carry on the argument that we were having off air about Nick Aldis.
I'm just saying that somewhere in this world, Nick Aldis puts on his YouTube and just is shocked at the things you say about him each and every week. Nick Aldis is a good wrestler. He's a good personality, a solid looking champion. Is he the best in the ring? No. But he's better than these girls in the ring. I'll tell you that.
No, he ain't.
He's boring, more boring than them. And I'm even including JC in this one for the first time.
At least JC has...
Oh, go ahead.
At least JC has something about her.
Yeah, that she's going to be deleted. Like, I'm expecting this to be animated, and the camera just slowly pans to the right, and you don't see JC anymore. But
if Thanos snapped and then she disappeared, she'd be the least one. I'd be like, oh no, she disappeared. I wouldn't care. If those two disappeared, I'm like, oh no, oh. Just like when Tom Holland went, I don't feel good, Mr. Stark. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. If that happened between Mandy and Gigi, I'd be like, oh no, I don't want them to go. But if it was JC, I'd be like, bitch, go.
I feel like you're pushing her into their ashes. Come on, do something. If they're gonna take toxic attraction, you take the real members of toxic attraction. The ones that's gonna be around in years. Although I have nothing to get, again, I want to state I have nothing against JCJ. Nothing. But I want to also say, Manny, Thumbnail Tuesday, irrelevant, Cody Rhodes. This week, Toxic Attraction did the minimum things on the show.
To be fair, I was running out of things to actually do, and the only good image I had of Diamond Mine was this, and it's backstage, and I didn't like it because it had umbrellas, had bullshit behind them.
Are you talking about Roderick Strong?
Roderick Strong doesn't even belong in there. And then when you put it, when you take him out of it, the image if you centered the trophy, Bivens ain't even in the shot properly anymore. I had trouble with the thumbnail this week.
Okay, you could have did the right thing, Manny. You could have did the right thing, and I know you have a problem with getting AEW images, but you could have went AEW. I'm just saying.
I could have done this and represent Black History Month with Adam Cole's fist.
This is Black History Month hand. I bet you Adam Cole, when he sends out the fist emoji, he uses the black one. Or the thumbs up, he definitely uses the black one. Because that hand is ridiculous. It's not poor lighting. That's just the way it was.
Marcus didn't even notice it. That's the first thing I noticed. I was like, why is he all different colors?
Becky would never, Seth would never let this happen. Or Becky would never let Seth come out like this. I'm just saying, points for Becky Lynch for being greater than Britt Baker.
It looks like he fisted Britt Baker and then took his hand out.
Like, I'm covered in slime.
Yeah. Oh, I think
I'm stained for days. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I went too far. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Oh, check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
I totally forgot about that.
How can you forget about it? You're the one that made it. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm Lord Manny Hayes.
Well, who should be known as Tekashi 6ix9ine. Of course I made it though. But you know he's snitching on me. And I am Marcus the Grand Finale, aka Dave Meltzer, but black.
Yes, he is. And I am Sean Ross Sapp, but Asian.
And see, you get what you want from this show. You probably want to hear from these guys, the insiders who have all the dirt sheets. But we don't have that information due to him being Asian and me being black.
Yeah, there's limitations to what we can do.
So all we can do is talk shit and speculate. Consider us the black Stephen A. Smith, and you're the white Skip or an Asian Skip Bayless.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to be Asian Skip Bayless.
You're Asian Skip Bayless. Actually, that's more of an Eric.
I want to be who's the guy that did boxing? Max
Kellerman.
Max Kellerman. I'll be Asian Max Kellerman.
All right, you're black Michael. You're Asian Michael Wilbon. I'm black Tony Kornheiser.
Levi says he has some inside information. If
He
it's
does,
not Keith Lee stuff, I'm not sure we need it at this moment in time. We can't cancel him. He's on his rise to be the face of the revolution.
And you know what? Keith Lee is at the point of his life where he's talking faster. I don't know what day to be.
No, they sped that up. They sped that up. They definitely sped that up. They were like, we have limited time here. It's Dynamite. We can't have his promo go on for 5 minutes.
I'm limitless. Keith Lee, don't speed me up. And then he gets the thing. Everybody, I'm Keith Lee. This is indeed. I'm going to be the face of the revolution. Face of the revolution, you say? Face of the revolution.
So we do have news again.
Ooh,
He's all over the news.
What is going on in these streets?
Over the news. He is all over the news. This is the most anyone's ever talked about Cody Rhodes in his life. All week is he going to WWE or is it a work, and is he going to re-sign with AEW? So we covered a lot of this on Tuesday. More has come out since. It's kind of like these constant news streams of like, he's saying this.
This is what they said. Here's the whisper. Manny, here are the whispers I heard. Cody Rhodes lost his promotion ability, so he got really pissed off and quit. What did you hear?
I heard the EVPs were on good terms before he left, but then he told them a week or two ago that he wasn't happy.
I also heard Brandy was well liked in the locker room, and that no one had any problem with her being the chief branding officer, whatever the fuck that is. But she was really liked in the locker room, and everybody loved her.
So I asked the question, Marcus.
Yes.
Is this a work?
Yes. Got me working day and night. Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Oh,
question.
No, I don't believe it's a work. I believe it's too insane to be a work. I believe the story is too good to be a work. And then at the end of the day, who they working? Who are they working at the end of the
Us,
day?
the people.
Yeah, but what was the gain in working the people? They already hated this motherfucker. Why would they need to hate him even more with this work? I don't feel it's a work. I feel like it is somebody that is so pissed off in his current situation with AEW and has held so much back internally of how much he felt about the EVPs and Tony Khan and the fans and lack of credit he's gotten for this promotion. I think he is so upset. He said, God damn it, I'm just going to go work for money now and shut the fuck up in the WWE.
No, it feels like, you know what this feels like? It feels like LeBron. Every time he comes up for free agency and he decides to make a public thing where he's talking to all these teams, and he has his own show, it's like, I'm going to make a decision. Fuck you, LeBron. Fuck you. I hated you when you chose Miami and didn't even give any consideration to what I used to call the Knicks. Bunch of pricks.
You know what? In the LeBron decision, over time, I've softened it up. It was pure hatred, and I believe there's audio of me just going like, what a bitch, what a pussy. Why you teaming up with the enemy? Team hatred. But it also comes down to, I grew up and I realized the man had the right to choose to go wherever he wanted. And he was never going to beat Boston with that bum-ass franchise known as Cleveland. No, never, ever. So the quote, the late, great Tupac Shakur, I'm not mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
But this is essentially what's happening with Cody. This is being drawn out. I don't even say this isn't a work, and then he says LeBron sucks. Steph Curry rules.
What about him feeling bad for Cody?
Levi doesn't have feelings.
He's ruining Keith Lee's life every week.
He ruined Keith Lee's life for all eternity. He has no feelings. How do you sleep at night, Levi? Well, he sleeps well next to his wife.
I always get that at work. How do you sleep at night? I was like, I don't. I sleep in the daytime. It's very comfortable. I'm like a bat. I'm like a vampire, sucking the life out of each and every one of you. Anyway, Cody is probably loving all this attention, and then reports WWE wants to put Cody in a major WrestleMania feud match and push him to the moon to show AEW people that they are welcome to join the brand. Basically, they're trying to get that MJF. He's like, let me steal that MJF and Warlow.
They want Mox back.
Warlow,
they want Mox so
MJF.
they can do the Shield thing again. Dun 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 dun. We all saw how good it was at the Royal Rumble. You bring back Mox and you call him Ambrose. You telling me that won't be the greatest thing ever? It will.
So, what do you feel? Do you feel like he's going to get that push, or do you feel like anything?
Seriously though,
what's going to happen with this?
I joke, but I do want Stardust back for a little bit. But if I got mustache Cody back or dashing Cody Rhodes, I still work with that too.
Well, if you I want him to cut the head off the Viper so all the venom could go with it. Which is my favorite line he's ever done, because he just went to that crazy maniacal laughter for no reason.
But I can't wait for this to end, because either he goes back to AEW or he goes to WWE. It's gonna cause chaos and it's gonna be hilarious, and we're gonna have a great time talking about it. So that's why you should like us, subscribe to us, because we tell great lies.
Yes. And we tell great lies. Not like those other lies on the internet where you get from the dirt sheets. We tell them good. We tell them good. We tell it like it is. But
if we're going to embellish, we embellish hard.
Yeah. But I want to go on the record and say Cody has saved WrestleMania. I repeat, Cody has saved WrestleMania. He has put lit a fire under the asses in the WrestleMania road to WrestleMania, under the fire that almost burned down at the Royal Rumble. I mean, Cody has lit a fire under these people with what's Cody going to do at WrestleMania, and Steve Austin's fighting Kevin Owens probably.
Yeah, apparently they're trying to get it not for just a one match deal as well for Steve Austin. They kind of want it like how they have Goldberg kind of thing, where it's a multi deal. But apparently this is the closest they've ever got having Austin come back.
You have Austin come back. You got asses everywhere. It seems.
I'm gonna turn into
the brand now.
I'm gonna turn into the 12-year-old watching as if we're taking the time back to go to Rora's Retro, but me in the past watching me watch Stone Cold Steve Austin come out, the glass breaking. He's like, yay!
Yeah. I'm gonna get the goosebumps and the chills, waiting for the break. Manny, in honor of Steve Austin returning, if he does return for this match, I will shave my beard, only keep the goatee, and I will buy me an Austin 316 shirt, which I've never did in my life.
Okay. Because we're doing also the WrestleMania live stream, you shave your beard on camera.
Oh no! That's a mess. I'm not cleaning up I gotta do it. I don't want to do all that. I end up cutting myself.
I will get drunk I will drink as many beers as possible for me during his match, which will be 5 minutes. So I will probably get incredibly drunk.
Yeah. Maybe I end my lack of drinking for that one day and go back to the sweet, sweet nectar of alcohol and bring out my Broken Skull Ranch beer. That it's
I need
really
to get
good.
a hold of some of that.
It's really good.
Thing is, for those shows, I tend to drink the lighter stuff just so I can have more and I don't get too drunk. that I can still be wherewithal for the people that watch us.
Yeah,
I do this for
for
you, people. I do this for you.
For the last drink alone we did, the chair shot thing was a bad idea.
So was the super kick thing.
Yeah, that was also a bad idea. That ended a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Let's also remember, we've started with beer. We've ran out of beer because of the chair shot and super kick thing. And then it turned into hard liquor, which was the bad thing.
Yeah, that was the wrong route to go.
And if you want to go back to that video, and watch Eric stop. Eric stopped. He was just watching us at that point get drunk. Marcus started going into his feels, talking about his trials and tribulations at the time. Me and Eric were supporting Marcus at the same time. It was a nice brotherhood moment on the show.
Don't remember, blacked out. Glad I shut everything down.
So we got some quick hits of news. AEW talent believe Buddy Matthews is next to sign with AEW, and then you had stuff on EC3.
EC3 and Broad Show before the promotion called CYN, the Control Your Narrative promotion, featuring people like Weston Blake, Matt Cardona, Moose, and many more. Probably Braun Strowman and EC3, of course. But many more, and they look like they plan on doing shows closer to the WrestleMania weekend. Let's see where this goes. And they also keep advertising TV imminent. It's like they got a TV deal on the way. I don't know where they're gonna go. Maybe the Pop Network.
So Levi's asked us a question, but I think we'll leave that to the end of the show. We'll leave that for the end of the show because we'll both get distracted from what we're supposed to be doing. So let's go right into AEW Dynamite, where it opens up with CM Punk sitting in the ring with a box. What did you think was in the box, Marcus?
I thought it was gonna be MJF mom and dad photo or something. I don't know. I honestly didn't.
You went dark.
Yeah. I had no idea. When you go, what's in the box? I'm always think there's a severed head in there. There's no way I can not get that. What's in the box? What's in the box? Come on. What's in the box?
So long story short, he wants a dog collar match with MJF, and then he holds up a picture of a young MJF meeting CM Punk. Oh. And MJF has nothing to say for the first time in a very long time. Where he had a mic, he came out very confused, frustrated, and walked off.
Yeah, it was. I want to say this was he had nothing really to add to this. CM Punk kind of added everything. I thought he did a really nice promo, a homage to Greg the Hammer Valentine's, and talking about Valentine's Day, which I've always connected for whatever reason, even though that man has nothing to do with Valentine's other than his name. They brought the dog collar match. Shockingly enough, the first segment, they're talking about Cody and Brody Lee. I'm like,
yeah.
Like they did not shy away that Cody is out the company, and they're just like, Cody and Mr. Brody Lee had a dog collar match.
Yeah, and then they were
match of all time.
I remember that match with Cody and Brody because also the actual Greg Valentine was there to watch that in the middle of a pandemic. That old man in the middle of a pandemic.
Away from everybody in a balcony alone. He was just by himself and he was reliving it, crying, getting emotional. Like, what are these men doing to themselves? In a match that I actually really enjoyed, which was probably, I believe it might have been the last match for Brody Lee, right?
Yeah, I think that was the last match.
I believe that was his last match.
Because he lost the title and then he was off TV for a very long. He was off TV till he passed.
Yeah. So, but I remember enjoying that match, and I'm curious what these two will bring to it. And I think it's fitting for their feud because MJF does keep running away from Punk. It's better than that than the strap match. Although I do want to slap 4 quarters. I want to slap 4 quarters, damn it.
So I'm just going to go through the quick hits now. The things that I didn't feel were relative to this entire show. Actually, I do have a graphic for one of them. It's unfortunate.
Black hands Adam Cole. Black hands Adam Cole.
Why have we got this?
Hell? Yeah.
The winner of a tag team battle royal next week, and then the winner of a tag team casino battle royal the following week. Why?
Yeah.
It's the same match.
Manny, My main thing about this is we have tag team rankings. Why is it so hard to find a number one contender for the tag team titles?
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense. And
All you
one
have
of
to do
those
is
tag
pick
teams
1
on the
and
left.
2. All you have to do
And
is
then-
pick 1 and 2.
Tell me the tag team on the left. I know they're not visible, and they're good, but that looks like RK Bro. I'm just saying that's RK Bro. It's Riddle and Orton. That's clearly Riddle and Orton.
No, that one looks like Pac. The one on the far left. And
Pac
then
and
the
Cross.
other, and then the other one looks like a Scorpio's guy. Everyone bald.
Yeah, for sure. The one on the right side, in the closer to Luchasaurus, that's Bowens. I recognize those ears anywhere. That is Bowens of the Acclaim.
And one of them is Stu Grayson.
I'm pretty sure that's where we're going. But this battle royal is unnecessary. They go to this too much. Just use your rankings. But
yeah, all they have to do is go to 1 and 2. But this is clearly aligned to what happens later on in the night, where it's going to be the Young Bucks and Red Dragon.
Yeah, no, like they literally announced there's going to be a triple threat or for the titles there, and then they say it's going to be a battle royal, and then they cut to the Young Bucks and Red Dragon, who are both going to win. Going to win.
Melissa Joan Hart was in attendance, looking old as dirt.
I am not someone to judge somebody on their appearances, but damn.
She ain't explaining nothing to me anymore. Clarissa has nothing to explain to me anymore.
She looked older than homeboy from. Yeah, you want to Clarissa explain all? Not Serena the Teenage Witch. I would have rather seen Salem the Cat. But you trying to tell me she didn't look older than the dude from Cobra Kai?
Yeah, but that dude is old.
Yeah, but she looked older than him. They look like they could have been a couple at this point.
Keith Lee has his sights on winning the Face of the Revolution ladder match and becoming TNT champion. I am not talking about his promo that he actually spoke. That if we slowed down to the
really fast and high.
Because if we slowed it down to the actual speed, we would be here for an entire night.
If Keith Lee had an audiobook, it would be a 24-hour audiobook. But when you actually see the physical book, 220 pages.
And then I know who I'm talking about. I wrote Knife Pervert, and I was like, who is that? I was like, oh, Jay White. Jay White talks about beating Kenny Omega for the IWGP World Heavyweight title, and if he didn't beat him, Kenny would have stayed in Japan, and there may not be an AEW, so everyone should thank him.
I love delusional heel logic, but yes, he's 100% right.
Those are all the quick hits I have. Then we move into Bryan Danielson versus Lee Moriarty, which I thought was a really good match.
I'm gonna say not only good match, it was fantastic. Normally I'll say, oh, it's back and forth, they have the same match, but it's something about this man, Bryan Danielson, that makes me care about every single match he does, and just I want to say the artistry about it, and just the setup, and even how it was back and forth, but you could see that Bryan Danielson was just on such a different level than Lee Moriarty. It was just like, oh, okay, I turned it on now.
He was on a different level, but he kind of stuck with it at the same time. Like Bryan had the ability to counter everything he was doing, but if you were going about like lessons taught, this was it. Like, so if NXT and AEW were on the same night like before, I would still put Mello and Cameron Grimes above this, only because I have never seen that match before. I haven't seen this match before, this just seemed fresh because I know what Daniel Bryan's capable of.
Yeah, I have it above. This is my match of the two shows. Of the two shows, this was my favorite match of all of the shows. It was just, I don't know, it's just that it just worked in every different level. And I was like, oh, this is really good. And then even the post-match stuff when Mox comes out and he's confronted Bryan Danielson and they have their segment, I was just like all in. I have really enjoyed these first two segments of Dynamite with Punk and MJF followed by the
I
Lee
didn't
Moriarty
really,
Brian
I
Danielson.
didn't really care too much about the Punk segment. Like it could have
But
been
you
there.
didn't care-
No, it could have been there, or it didn't have to be there. I wouldn't have minded. But this segment for me was the best part of the Dynamite for me, and it's and then obviously he asked the crowd, did his lesson with Moriarty, did he pass? Did he fail? And then he was like, this is why he doesn't trust the American public with anything. Which I love certain things like that, and I am going to point out the NXT crowd a little bit later because fuck them. And
you know what? I was in agreement with this. I was like, this is disgraceful. The USA chant is disgraceful. They're on the network. You're not even on the USA network right now. Get out of here. It's disgraceful.
Yeah, and then he didn't even say anything disrespectful either to like America. He didn't even say. But we'll get to that when we get to NXT.
Yeah. No reason to. It's just Florida being Florida and full of bigots.
And then he basically says he wants answers from Mox, who takes his sweet ass time to get to the ring. And then Mox goes on about how he's come up short every time.
Like
that
Jello
walk to the ring.
He looked like Jello. Look like one of Bailey buddies just walking to the ring. I answer you.
I thought Bailey's wrestling buddies were back for a second.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, the AEW, the Bailey buddies are all elite.
Yeah, and then he goes on about how he's come up short every time he's gone up against Bryan Danielson. But he would really want to slay the dragon. No pun intended. But then he gave some thought about what Bryan said about creating a legacy, bringing up guys up like Lee Moriarty. But he brings into question: is Bryan doing this because he wants to create a legacy, or is he afraid to go against Mox? Which I thought was a great way to be like this. And then he says he doesn't. He's not saying yes. He's not saying no. But he tends to side with people that bleed with him first, which I thought was a great way to end the promo.
And it does keep you guessing, are they going to join together? I don't know why this is so much better than the other million, are they going to join them or not going to join them, or whose side are they on AEW stories. But this one is just clicking. And it seems like it's just two veterans that know their character, know the story that they want to tell. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of Mox in the ring, I think Danielson can carry him to a great match.
But the thing with this is, even if they do form a team, at least we have an understanding why they're forming a team.
Yeah, to take over the world. What?
Whereas like the other teams that have been thrown together, you go, why are you guys together?
like Matt Hardy and Andrade.
Yeah.
Nothing about them connects.
So we get Wardlow versus Max Caster for the Face of the Revolution qualifier match. Caster calls him MJF's bitch boy, which really affected Wardlow, it seems.
That was the trigger. All the other stuff didn't matter, but it was mostly take a shot at Nashville chicken and stuff. And everything else. So this match was what it was. It should have been. It's quick.
It's only because it got a commercial break. That it went so long.
Probably didn't need it, but it was a good squash. The Acclaim got to say their lines and do what they do, and they got their ass whooped by Wardlow, who WWE is eyeing. I know, eyeing hard.
I know they're gonna. The Vince is licking his lips. I was like, "What do you mean I can have the next Rhino?"
I don't know why y'all thought you were gonna say Ryback or who created a YouTube channel, and he's doing better than us, and it makes me sick. Fuck the Ryback.
My goal this year is to get blocked by Ryback. Okay, so Levi says, here's the scoop. Karrion Kross and Scarlett were fired over not being vaccinated.
Also true. That's part of also the Nia Jax thing. The anti-vax people, gotta go. Not like,
So we get Hangman Adam Page coming to the ring, talking to Tony Schiavone, who then gets thrown out of the ring when Adam Cole comes out with his black hand.
Mr. Blackhand.
They take shots at each other. The most important one being Adam Page asking him how he feels when Adam Cole was watching his friends make of AEW a wrestling empire. Which Adam Cole turns was like, you don't seem to hang around with your friends.
You lost your friends, you lost the Dark Order, you lost your mother, children, kids. But and then he also responded with saying, you're going to go back to being the second Adam in the promotion, which tells me they have way too many names. Oh no.
Yeah, which Page takes umbrage with, which makes him put down everything. And then Adam Cole lures him into a false hope that it could be a man versus man match. They're both not men. And then as Adam Cole is walking away from the ring, Adam Page gets jumped by Red Dragon.
Cool Cal and Bobby Fish.
Father of the Year.
That's what I would do. Attempted Father of the Year, which was hilarious. He got his ass whooped. Dark Order comes out. They can't do nothing. I can't believe this is still a state. The Dark Order is still running around.
Well, 10 decided to beat up all the security guards that came out.
I didn't understand that. What were they trying to sell me with 10 right here?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense of
why suspended.
It also doesn't make sense as to why 10 should be fighting Adam Cole at this point on Rampage. Like, he didn't even touch Adam Cole.
Because it's Rampage. You gotta feel the spots.
And I think Tony Khan's paying his security guards a little too much.
Too much.
There was one of them was wearing patent leather Jordan 1s. Those cost a lot of money, Marcus.
No, I'm at the there was a sign that says your Jordans are knockoffs. I'm at the notion that I believe all these people Jordans are knockoffs.
Yeah, Jordans are fake.
They're on Wish. You can't really tell on camera, but those are Wish shoes. I know them. I'm a Wish shopper. Those shoes only have you wouldn't be out there destroying shoes like that. And I'm so sick of people wearing Jordans on wrestling now. It's making me sick.
Yeah, it's too.
I forgot whoever started this. Yeah, everybody does it now, and it makes me sick. It was nice to see it every now and then, but then someone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this every week."
I believe Nikki Bella started it. I have a feeling I have a feeling Nikki Bella started because she was wearing, but I feel like she wears Dunks, not Jordan 1s.
I don't know. I can't remember. I can't recall Nikki Bella's shoe game, but.
So we move into.
I'm going to say we're going to Roman may be the real catalyst behind this.
Roman?
On his way back. He
wears them to the ring. He doesn't fight in them.
Yeah, but he was. I think he's the one that started displaying them first the most. Him and the Usos.
No, if you're going to go back to anyone,
shoe game, it's Kofi probably.
For shoe game in the ring, I would say Enzo. He was wearing new ones every week.
You're right.
And he had that deal with I can't remember the store in America. What's it called?
Foot Locker?
No, the other one.
Shoe Palace?
Maybe.
Warehouse Shoes? Payless?
Not Payless.
I don't think those exist anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't remember. But we get Santa.
Champ Sports.
Remember. Maybe it was Champs. I think it may have been Champs.
Feelers. Pumas.
Are we just naming shoes now?
Yeah. New Balance.
Vans.
Under Armour. The Rock.
So Santana Ortiz versus Jericho and Hager. This match had no reason to be this long.
No, I was the drama of it all. I guess it's the reason I didn't think it was that long. I feel like
it felt long. It felt long to me. And Eddie Kingston makes his return back to AEW, and he seems to be aligned already with Santana Ortiz. But I'm not too sure they should have went that route so quickly.
No, I'm happy they did it and they eliminated Jericho. I guess Jericho's maybe turning heel. I just want to say the number one takeaway from this Santana Ortiz fighting for their independence, is that Hager looked in amazing shape and did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but both Santana and Ortiz look in great shape as well. Even even Jericho, it was not his flabby self as before.
Yeah, everybody was solid, but Hager looked amazing, and I was like, he looked amazing just to be really just sitting on the outside of the ring the entire time.
Apparently, he's getting ready for a fight, but I'm not sure when.
Maybe that's why they were doing it, to protect him so he doesn't get hurt. Just play it cool. But I thought the match was solid again. I thought this was another segment where I was like, oh, okay, I understand why I saw the show. I understand the segment. And I was just like, oh, the consistency, the storylines all make sense tonight.
Yeah. And then Mercedes Martinez versus Thunder Rosa, they had an okay match. When you try and put someone through a table, it doesn't break, you lose points for me.
Yeah. I just felt like this seemed like a rough day at the office for Thunder Rosa. It seemed like she was taking just the hardest bumps. Nothing was going her way. Like Mercedes Martinez dropped the elbow on top, fell on her face. Or she threw on the table and the table didn't break and she just hits the metal part and it's like, ah.
Yeah, she made a dent in the table. That was it. A small dent.
And early on, did you think that rail was supposed to break?
Yeah.
When Mercedes Martinez fell back like that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was supposed to. I think they were meant to go through it. I don't think she was meant to fall through it.
Yeah, like the way she fell through it, I was like, oh, that looks like an accident. And then like the concern on Tony Schiavone, like I think she hit the back of her head. Fuck. Like they look like they hurt they look like they hurt each other in not in the intentional ways. In the unintentional, like, shit, this isn't working. Damn.
Yeah, and then when Thunder Rosa picks up the win, her and Mercedes have a moment of like, yeah, we just been through some big time shit here. And then
you were paid to kill me. I survived that. And we're okay. We're okay. We survived as hell.
Levi said that table broke. It didn't break. I could still stand that table up and still use it as a table.
I'm still serving my Thanksgiving dinner on that table. You got this table in case y'all piss me off.
And then Britt Baker and her band of misfits come out and start attacking Thunder Rosa, and then Mercedes Martinez, as she took too long to end Thunder Rosa with a pipe again.
She even hit her had enough. She was like, "What is this? Thinking? Just kill. I'm paying you to kill her. You're thinking? This is not worth a damn. Kill her ourselves. We'll kill both of you."
And then we get a main event, which is Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin. I liked and didn't like this at the same time.
What did you dislike? I liked it.
I liked Darby. It just felt
Darby scares me so much.
Yeah, no, that was the reason. It just felt unsafe.
Yeah.
Like I don't like watching something. I like watching stuff like that, but like it's just like each time Darby took a bump, I was like, he could have broke his neck numerous times, or just severely injured himself, and then we would have watched that on live television.
And you don't like that. You don't like playing for the bloodthirst of people with injuries, and you're like, dang, I got my hand in this. He did it for me. He was trying to be entertaining for me. He broke his damn neck.
So weirdly, I told you, Eric and Ross in the group chat that I've been binge watching All of Us Are Dead on Netflix.
Yeah.
Which is a Korean zombie movie. But like there's a part that when they turn into zombies, they start twitching and everything, but you can hear the bones breaking, like crunching and everything when they do it. I mute it. It's disgusting to me. I was like,
no. You SAWFT, Manny. That's why I watch horror movies and shows. It's for that nice nuance of bones and DNA and organs being pulled apart or making sounds that makes you uncomfortable.
No, it's really uncomfortable. I can't watch it. I told someone to move away that like clicks does their knuckles and stuff like that. Get away from me.
Really?
Yeah. It's really off-putting to me.
What about Pete Dunne snapping fingers and stuff? You okay with that?
That doesn't make a sound. That doesn't make a sound that I can physically hear.
It does.
All you hear is that, but you hear him more stamp on the ground. So you hear. That's all you hear.
Subjective hearing. I say bones cracking and everything. But I understand what you're saying about Darby. Where you're like, hey, you know, I know you're doing it for my entertainment. This is great and all. But I don't want to be in on this. I don't want to be in on this. You killing yourself. Like that turnbuckle spot where he originally fell. I went, oh God! It's like 3 in the morning when I was watching that.
No, there was two. There was 2 spots like back to back where he fell out, where he was shoved out the ring or whatever. One he landed on the apron hard.
Yeah.
And then the other one he just went straight to the outside. Shut up, Siri. And the other one he just fell straight to the outside. I was like, oh my God.
Are you talking about the RKO?
This kid die. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this kid is gonna die, and I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, he's gonna die. And you know what? I need Sammy to stop doing the cutter. If it's not gonna end the match, then you shouldn't have to do it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Cody does the cutter as well, and it doesn't end matches.
Yeah.
John Cena does a cutter, and it doesn't end matches.
John Cena does a stunner. He does a stunner. He does a stunner. It's different. Okay, it's a stunner. But it shouldn't end matches. I'm just saying, both of them, all of them. And Cody's cutter is gone. Manny, Cody's cutter is gone. Now that he's back. No one does the cutter in WWE unless you're Randall Keith Orton.
Aside from the potential death spots in this match, I really did enjoy this match.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and it's 2 established AEW characters. I was rooting for Darby the whole time, though.
Yeah, and then Andrade smashes the iPad on Darby's head or whatever he did, and he broke it. And then he does a weak one on Sammy Guevara to the back. And then Andrade and Matt Hardy steal both the titles.
Yeah, let's walk out with them. Excuse me. And that was the end of Dynamite. I guess this is the proper ending. This is the main event. It was fine, but I was a little underwhelmed about the ending of the show.
Marcus,
I enjoyed the match, but underwhelmed by the ending. I didn't like the whole Andrade.
I didn't like the ending, but like we get that on Raw every week. So I was like, okay, I can get with that. The one thing I need to point out was this is the first time in a long time on any AEW show that this felt like a main event. This is the one where I needed Mark Henry to say, it's now time for the main event, because this felt like a main event. The rest of the main events we get are like,
Yeah. So this was a good main event, and like even the death match last week, I was kind of more in the kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hangman still doesn't feel like the champion. He feels like the 5th most important thing on this show.
Yeah, but I don't consider Lance Archer a main event talent, so that's why it didn't feel like a main event.
That's true. Who you got at Revolution, Cole or Page?
I think they still keep it on Page.
Yeah, I think so too.
Unless they have Cole win, and then there's that power struggle angle with the Elite, which you can see happening with Kenny coming back.
Yeah. If Kenny comes back. Dun, dun, dun. So
he's coming back.
I know. So it's close. Kenny's close to a deal with WWE.
So let's
Dave Meltzer, Tony Khan.
Levi asked thoughts on Max Caster's rap. It was good.
He talked about Nashville's chicken. He called him MJF Bitch Boy. I think there's another line in there I like too, but I can't remember what it is exactly. It was good.
I really like the Acclaimed.
I like the whole act. Everybody the Wage Outlaws.
Yeah.
I know JR, I did compare it to another black tag team. I'm sorry. But I did, it's going somewhere else. But
JR's apparently contract is coming up with AEW.
I'm coming home.
You know he needs to go home.
I'm going home.
If Cody Rhodes is worth $5 million from WWE, how much is Darby worth when his contract's up?
I'm not paying him that much. Cody is worth. If Cody isn't worth $5 million, and I don't think they're giving him $5 million.
I think they'll give Cody $3 million. a
3 or
year.
2. He probably get Kevin Owens money.
Yeah, he'll probably get about $3 million a year. But Darby, I don't know. I don't know if they take the risk on Darby because Darby.
Yeah, I'm not paying him money. I'm sorry.
If
The kids love him. Everybody loves Darby. Oh, go ahead. Finish your point. Sorry.
I mean, if you could get millions of people like Darby.
Yeah. Well, no. I don't think you get millions. I think it's a certain mindset and psychopath to be Darby Allin right now.
Yeah, but do you need
risk dying?
Do you need another like Jeff Hardy figure? I don't.
Well, Shane's gone. For God's sakes, Manny, someone has to fall off something.
Marcus, he's gonna be co-running big boss man's burgers.
Wait a minute, Big Boss Man Fried Chicken. Don't mix up Boss Man Fried Chicken with special Bam Bam Bigelow sauce
and the Shano mac and cheese, which gets thrown at you from a distance.
Yeah. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous.
It's either that or you put a firecracker in it, so when it arrived, it explodes everywhere.
They throw the thing like several tries trying to throw a window just to give it to you. Just come on. And then finally just force one through. I'm dead. I don't think WWE is going to offer Darby. It's not Vince cup of tea. He's undersized.
Nah.
He does death matches. But the
I
people
think-
who love him,
I
give me
think
Corey
they- I
Jade.
I think they give MJF maybe $2 million. They offer MJF maybe $2 million a year.
Yeah, but I don't think they're in the business of similar to the way they want to do the Forbidden Door. Their Forbidden Door only bring back their old stars. I feel pretty sure that the signings of people outside of WWE might just be their old stars. Like
Possibly.
Cody's okay because it's an old star. Mox would be okay. You know, a returning Sting for whatever reason or something. But I think the new people, they're only going to focus on the people they have in NXT now.
Yeah, I think if
Concept of NXT, like we're only going to use our people. If we're going young and we're going to sign people, it's going to be our people.
you would hope that. And then they'd have to be really marquee if it's one of the 4 pillar guys from AEW. Let's move on to NXT. That kicks off with the funniest thing with Toxic Attraction texting each other.
Yes.
Marcus, I gotta ask you the question.
This.
I gotta ask you the question.
What are we doing with this?
No one's texting her. Tony D ain't texting her.
Tony D might text her. I can see Tony D texting her.
No. Tony D's texting her as a last resort. He texts Mandy first.
Yeah. You always text Mandy and say, "Hey, how's it going?" And then she was like, "You want Gigi or JC's number?" Go to Gigi. Then you go like, "All right, I gotta get one of them." Mello has the market. Mello a trick.
Did someone say trick?
Actually, I weirdly enjoyed this segment. It is so different from any start to any major China big deal show that NXT or WWE has put out, with them just going over the card but via text.
I mean, the mean girl sold me the card.
Yeah. They're like, who's this? He's gross. Oh man, I can't wait to see this. That's my man. And I was like, what? And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm sold on how great this card is tonight.
I'll tell you what though, Gigi don't like Tony. She like her some Pete.
Yeah. Pete.
So it does the actual
way. That's why.
The show opens up with Pete Dunne versus Tony D'Angelo in the weaponized steel cage. I'm gonna say the show started off hot. I really enjoyed this match. Extra reasons, maybe.
You know, I realized that we. Oh, go ahead.
Because the NXT audience treated Gunther like this later on in the evening, I was going to wear an England shirt today and then prance around because England defeated Italy and start singing England, na 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 na. Nowhere in the world where I've seen wrestling. I've watched Japanese wrestling with New Japan. I've watched NXT UK and various other UK shows of Progress and ICW, I can't remember what it's called. Never has a chant broken out of England or Japan. I've never seen it happen. I've just never seen it happen.
You know why? Because the USA was designed in song and dance, is that they were already on the acronym. Is it acronym with the letters? They were already on that when they came out to the United States of America. They knew USA is a better chant than anything you get out of Japan. No one can say Japan or let's go England. What is that? It's like saying let's go Magnus. Doesn't work.
But we don't chant that. We don't chant that as an excuse to be racist towards Gunther. All of Florida is racist. This is what you've taught me. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan's the biggest racist of them all.
Well, Manny, I'm glad you got your American studies this week. Of course, Florida's racist. Florida.
I'm watching Rudy. I watched Rudy Giuliani saying Eminem doesn't deserve to be in America. Go take a knee in another country. I saw that.
Here's my thing, Manny. Why would an Englishman like yourself, a dignified Englishman, know the name of Rudy Giuliani? Why do you know our parasite politicians?
Because I saw it. I saw it while I was looking up news stories for this week.
Just crossed my path. Like, why? I can tell you only one English politician and right
Boris.
now, and that's
It's Boris because he looks like an insane man.
Yeah, that's it. Your prime minister, that's it. Before then, Tony Blair. That's all I got. Who seemed dignified considering how Boris looks. I don't know why Boris looks like that.
Boris looks like he's just come off drinking continuously.
Yeah. He always looks like he just woke up and someone caught him. I went to sleep. Oh, what were we talking about? But I enjoyed the opening match with Tony D and Pete. I was saying that I was going to joke and say this was my match of the week before I said Lee Moriarty and Bryan Danielson, but then it's too late for that. But that was it was a good match. Tony D is getting better in the ring, and Manny, you're softening up to him. You're softening up to him.
No,
you're softening up to him. You see it just like that NXT audience. You see a star in Tony D.
No, I don't, because you don't pull up in a fancy car wearing a tracksuit. You just don't.
You're not from Jersey, all right? You're not from Jersey. You're not Italian. That man, that was chic. That was chic right there.
He's hot garbage. Marcus, I gotta ask you a question.
Yes.
If Raquel Gonzalez rings you at 5 a.m., you answer on the phone?
Yes. Yeah.
I ain't. I
just ain't. The hell wrong with you? What the fuck? I'm answering that call.
I ain't.
As long as she ain't talking about Braun Strowman, I'm answering that call.
I feel like if you didn't have your head, you'd look like a man. I'm not answering this call.
My big question though is Cora Jade sleeping attire. Who sleeps with a beanie on?
Exactly.
Who sleeps with a beanie on? Did she
Cold
just come
people.
in? Did she just come in out the streets?
Cold people sleep with beanies on.
The fuck? It's a beanie sleeper. How dare you?
What were you expecting? A sleeping hat?
No, I don't know what I was expecting.
An actual nightcap.
What I wasn't expecting to get the day in life of Cora Jade. And what was the WWE films doing, filming her sleeping?
Second, was this meant to be funny? Because it wasn't at all. Like if it was Matt, if it was Matt Riddle and Randy, it would have been hilarious. But because these two wasn't funny at all.
Well, they jumped on each other's back. Cora Jade's clearly out of shape. Clearly out of shape as she's eating during the workout. And I would like to slap the food out of Cora Jade's mouth. Although that's body shaming her right away. You're fat. She's already tiny. Let her eat. I think she needs some type of protein. And then, you know what? I did laugh a little bit when she had to carry Raquel Gonzalez. So I was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I'm not answering the phone. If I have bigger breasts than her, I'm not answering the call.
To quote Dave Chappelle in The Nutty Professor, and he tore Sherman's chunky ass up. Who's sucking who titties over here? It's like, terribly sassy.
So we get Toxic Attraction versus Persia Pirotta and Indy Hartwell for the NXT Women's Championships, Tag Team Championships. Which was surprisingly good.
It was good.
For who was in it.
Mandy shouldn't have been thrown out. She should have been thrown out. The referee had nothing on her. Just threw her out for no reason.
She laid a hand. She throwed the other one back in the ring.
Yeah. I know it's not a lumberjack match, but she was checking to see if they were okay. That's it. Yeah, it was a solid match. You know, it was better than most Persia Pirotta, Indy Hartwell matches. JC and GZ normally put on good matches, which is weird.
No, JC seems to let the side down a lot of the time.
JC got hurt one time. She got hurt
or she's sloppy in the ring.
You too harsh on JC.
Persia's sloppy too.
Yeah. Indy's sloppy too. So flying up, these 4 women got to the match without no injuries, and it was pretty good. It was like Vengeance Day is a good show. Like at this current moment, I was like, I don't know how this show is going to be bad at this current state it's in, because the worst possible match was actually solid.
And then, so the quick hits: Amari Miller and Wendy Chu were looking for tag partners. Amari has already committed to someone else, and then Wendy Chu asked Dakota if they want to team up, and it looked like Dakota was talking to someone off camera, but she could also have been talking to herself because that bitch becoming crazy. Because that bitch is becoming crazy.
She's unglued. She's together. And you know what? She's the next generation of the crazy bitch in WWE now that Alexa Bliss has been cured.
Sanger is told to stay in the back for the arrest of LA Knight. Turns out
Why?
Turns out he can't. Turns out Grayson Waller can't touch LA Knight either because he violated the restraining order and then gets stomped out for his troubles.
Manny, I would like to apologize for the police system in America, as you see how terribly corrupt it is and how it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I don't understand. It does not work like this here in America. You can't call the police a week later and have greasy cops come to the ring and decide not to do their job.
And does that mean that you can also show them video evidence to get you off immediately?
No, because they are not judge, jury, and executioner. They have no reason to be like, well, that's justified. We have no reason to be here. You provoked him. What kind of cops is this? Florida bullshit. As long as it happens in the ring, it's legal. So, I don't know how any of this worked in police-wise.
Briggs and Jensen talk about I can't remember which one it is.
Casey and Candace.
No. Which one is actually trying to get with Caden? Being friend zoned.
Boo Cannon. Boo Cannon's son.
He being friend zoned, and then someone else who's taken L's to what's her name? Nikita Lyons come up behind the bar and said he'd been friend zoned. And then Io and Kaylee Ray smash up some plates, much to Zoe Stark's dismay.
Yeah, damn. She found a new friend. Io looks like a person that would smash it with Kaylee Ray. I'm just saying, that seemed like that worked.
Yeah, and young veteran did seem like someone that would also get angry about it.
Oh, you kids shouldn't be breaking those China. That's China right there. That's China. That's, 100%
Zoe,
right
you're 25.
I don't know if you get... Do you get the progressive commercials, Manny, with the you turn into your parents?
Sometimes I see them if they're picture in picture.
Yeah, that's Zoe Stark. I imagine that's her gimmick when she's going to trying to talk to people and doing shit. Like, no, you're 20. Stop it! Don't talk about parking. What are you doing? Don't praise Mike in the deli section or something.
So we get my favorite match of the week, which was Carmelo Hayes versus Cameron Grimes for the North American title.
This is a great match.
This is great match from start to finish. And I think I'm warming to the story of Melo being courted by MVP.
Yeah,
because you could have that whole story of MVP telling him to get rid of Trick, and that's an additional side story, which is going to be hilarious.
Yes, because Trick is just out for the money. But yeah, I mean, this match was what I thought it would be, pretty much. They're both just great. I don't even know what to even say. I'm assuming they may run this back. I don't see why not at this point. They may rematch it up, but it's good retain for the North American champion.
Yeah, and
Mello don't miss. Mello don't miss. We can actually put that in paper.
Yeah, he really doesn't. This match was great. These two work great together, and I don't know where you go from here. It's really interesting to see me. You don't know where to go.
Yeah.
Like I'm assuming they're going Hayes and Pete Dunne again.
Yeah, because he came out the training room right after, right? Yeah, we can always run that back. And then I don't know. Like Hayes is in a division which he seemed to have dominated that division. And maybe, he goes after Kushida. I think he could run that with,
where the hell is Kushida other than
jacket time bullshit? That jacket time bullshit had to go. Not in my house.
And then we get Diamond Man Forever versus MSK. I was gonna use it as a thumbnail, but everything I found of it was very blurry. Of Bivens using the never give up, but maybe you should.
And turning it around, and then turn it around, so maybe you should. I'm like, why is he this guy? Why is he so? Bivens is the most perfect person when it comes to comedy or memes or random shit. Like, it's just stuff I would not have thought of.
I don't think it will work. I don't think it's going to even work on them if he went up. I don't think they'll allow him to be that funny.
Well, they're so scripted up there. Who knows? I don't know. But I think he's just great. And again, another great match.
Do you not feel he's taken Slick to a whole new level?
Yeah. He's a combination of Slick and Teddy Long just merged into one man. And it's just like, this is great.
I don't think he's Teddy Long. Who was that guy that got fired for doing what kind of joke?
Abraham Washington.
Abraham Washington.
He made a Kobe rape joke.
Yeah. He's Abraham Washington.
But he's funny. Abraham Washington wasn't funny.
I'm telling you now, if we had a mic on Bivens the whole entire match, I'd be like, cool. I'm cool with
it. As we continue the stream to compare him to black people, I believe he is a good cross. He reminds me of blanking out. Goddamn. He reminds me of Xavier Woods on the outside. It's just being clever and yelling shit.
I think he's better than Xavier.
Xavier was clever and loud and obnoxious as a heel.
We may be comparing him to black managers, but there's no other white manager that can even come close to Bivens right now.
Well, like, Heenan was hilarious, but he was always...
Heenan wasn't as... but Bivens is a heel. But like Heenan and Bivens are completely different. There's no comparison there.
They have good comedy timing, but it's different in which Heenan was like very heelish and his stuff was like not fun and he would hit you and shit. Bivens is more like, I'm attacked with social media. Has all the powers. Yeah. He has all the powers and talks all this shit. Yeah.
But yeah, aside from Bivens, the match was good. But where do you go with MSK? Because they've just lost, after a year, have lost complete steam even with Riddle.
Well, so they are who they should be. They're not. To me, even when they came in, I didn't think they were the best tag team on that roster. They're a solid team. Push. They're a solid team. If they would go to the main roster, that'd be Brian Kendrick and Paul London, or not seen on TV. Yeah, pretty much. It'll just be that route. I don't really have that much.
Which one's getting fired for smiling?
Nash. Nash for sure. I think they're better. They're best served to hang out with Riddle, and that's where they'll be. Just more of a comedy in the mid card somewhere, because those Creed boys are a tag team, Eddie. That's a real tag team. I'll put them up against anybody's tag team. I know they're still young and they still got to get better, especially the chunkier one. But
Brutus.
Brutus? I always get their names mixed up.
I think Julius is the skinnier one.
Okay. Let's go with that. So I just feel like they work well together. And it was like, it's a good tag team.
And then Imperium are out there. Gunther corrects some bitch. It's Gunther!
Gunther. They chanting Walter, then he gets American chants. He has not said anything about America. He just said his ring is sacred, damn it. Although, man's in amazing shape. I ain't fucking with him no more.
No, you know the sad thing is, they posted another picture of them three in the gym, and I was like, it's not fair. he's got himself in incredible shape, and then you got these two motherfuckers looking like they're ripped, like Michelangelo carved out stone.
These two are in fucking amazing shape. Probably just bodybuilder type, not bodybuilder, but like model bodybuilder, like ideal, like Jesus. Like you just look at him and go, Jesus. Like it's kind of like when you see Finn Balor walk to the ring and you go like, Jesus, he's a year older than me.
So I was just like, Gunther says Marcel and Fabian have brought honor to the sport, but it's time for him to claim championship gold. Whilst the 200 Florida idiots decide to chant USA. And he'll be watching the main event with great interest. And then out comes a man with a death wish.
The man doesn't care about his life. You just threw your life away. You just threw your wife away, son. You see that? You better well got addicted to opioids or something. Then going out there and fucking with Walter.
You better go call Roman.
I mean, that flabby chest is going to get fucked up. I'm just saying. He's gonna beat the shit out of him. I don't understand what provoked him. I mean, just because you beat Boa don't make you that bad. But do you have him beating Walter or Gunther? Do you have him beating Gunther?
No, I have this match of Soa will probably lose, but Walter will still make him look good, kind of thing. Yeah. Because Walter needs matches and wins. Yeah. On the NXT brand. He said on the island, he doesn't give a damn about the mat being sacred. On the island, to climb the ladder, you got to find the biggest and baddest dude and smack the taste out of his mouth. He's going to wipe the mat with the ring general and make him his bitch, and then walks away. You can't say you're going to do that and walk away.
No, you can. But do you look like a bitch after saying it? Yes, you do.
You look like the bigger bitch.
Well, I will fuck you up. I'm out. Just let you know.
Would it be funny? Would it be funny if if Gunther destroys him, and then he calls up Roman, and then Roman tells him, "You brought shame to the family," and disowns him?
Or I would like for it to trickle into SmackDown, in which Roman's looking, wise man, where are my cousins? They're at the hospital with their brother. What happened? Why? You didn't see his match with Gunther? I don't watch TV.
It's Gunther!
Gunther killed one of their brothers. Oh, if he's that weak, he's dead then. No, I guess they can have the week off. Like I get to see him being that cold and selfish.
Levi says I got an idea. Gunther versus Cody at Mania. Nah.
That would be the most interesting Cody Rhodes match ever. Because I like to see him get the shit chopped out of him. I like to see him get that neck tattoo chopped off of him.
I'm looking forward to whatever their plan is with Gunther. I'm going to call him Gunther from now, because I feel like what my feelings for what Walter is needs to stay in the past.
So those are the glory days. Those are the
glory days.
Yeah.
And then whatever happens with Gunther, then maybe I'll be like, okay.
I think that, Imperium and Gunther, and I know it may not work for them in the main roster. Maybe Vince hates them. Who knows? But I feel like this act is done. Like, you know how you have like a meal in the oven and like that's the perfect temperature for everything and everything's done. I don't feel like they deserve to be in this NXT 2.0. They should be on the main show. But
I feel
I'm looking
the
forward to
thing
the
that
matches
needs to
that they have.
the thing that needs to be stopped is the evil Europeans. It's been done so many times.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
you've
We
had
got face
Rusev.
Europeans.
You've had Rusev. You've had Wade Barrett do it. You've had Sheamus do it.
But wait a minute. The evil foreigner slash, person. We've gotten over that in the WWE, I feel like. They gotten over that. Drew McIntyre doesn't
Drew
get more
McIntyre's even done the evil
European than him.
Scotsman.
Yeah, but you know what? They turn around. Everybody starts off as an evil something. Shoot.
So I need this to stop because
Okay.
the USA chants bother me more than anything.
Well, it's like they're like, I'm assuming they're the equivalent of when, even if I'm not a fan of any of the team in LA, it'd be like beat LA chants. I hate it so much, no matter who's playing, what they're playing. It could be the Lakers, they're trying to beat LA. I hate that. It's just a stupid chant.
Then we get the main event, Marcus.
As Levi said, Imperium's not low for NXT. They look too great. I can just see Vince looking at it. I was like, look at these dudes. That's some bad motherfuckers in some amazing shape. And I can see him just looking at Eichner going like, I used to have a body like you, son. I used to be like you. You're like a son to me, Eichner.
We get Bron Breakker versus Santos Escobar. Santos coming up with the Eddie Guerrero gear, which looks sweet as fuck.
This might be the best Eddie Guerrero homage I've ever seen. Just the hair, the fit he was in, and everything else. I was like, I literally feel like I'm watching an Eddie Guerrero match right now. That's how good it was.
I feel like Santos would do a better job than what I'm getting with the Los Lotharios.
That's the Latino characters.
Yeah,
I character to them. He's there.
No, but
I think if he were to upgrade his crew and say, I'm going to go work with the Los Lotharios and it's Santos Escobar and and Legado del Fantasma the main roster, I feel like that would work better.
I'd still get rid of. I'm leaving Elektra behind. Useless. Woman is useless.
She never cheats. She has her reasons to be out there, Manny.
No, she
has her reasons. She's out there for her reasons. She doesn't interfere. She's out there to bring a look to Legado del Fantasma. Just a look. I'm just saying.
So before this match, Ciampa says Dolph thinks he's better than him because he's because Ciampa's stuck in the minor leagues and he's mistaking his loyalty for fear.
I got Dolph winning in this one.
I got Dolph winning this one. Dolph working with Bron Breakker could be good for Bron Breakker. The match, really good.
Yeah, it's a really solid match.
With exception to the Legado nonsense, it just didn't need to be there.
No, I didn't need that, but I thought the Ziggler nonsense was needed.
The Ziggler stuff needed to be in there, but the Legado nonsense all through the match. Like Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza didn't need to be in there. Neither did Elektra Lopez for whatever contribution she did. So that's the super kick was really nice, but that only landed a 2, and then which prompted the Ciampa and Dolph brawl. Breakker wins with the spear and then the press slam, but then it feels like he's booed by a large part of that 200 strong.
Well, Santos has a loyalty to him, I guess. It's a good mix because they may like Bron Breakker, but Santos has been there. He's black and gold, Manny. He's black and gold. He has that attachment. He's the last of the black and gold. You got to root for the black and gold just a little bit. I'm going to go on record and say Bron Breakker has the best spear in wrestling. I don't know. Something about he got a spring to his spear.
Nah, I still like Bobby Lashley's.
Bobby's? Bobby seems a little soft. It seems like he slows down and not trying to hurt.
No, because
Breakker actually looks like he charges.
Bobby's one works for me because it's the role that happens afterwards.
But yeah, I think he got a better spirit than Roman, better than Edge, better than Goldberg, better than Charlotte.
By the way,
way too many people do the spear.
I've never seen a violation on someone in the mid-card mess than what Roland did to someone.
Oh.
It was a pure violation. Someone wrote a long paragraph on why they didn't like Charlotte, if they think Charlotte's overrated and all this. Roland had a picture of I ain't reading that. like a full-on conversation. I ain't reading that. I'm happy for you, or I feel bad for whatever. Like I prepared.
Dang. Like I'm prepared for any Charlotte hate.
That's a pure vio. I've never seen a violation quite like that.
Shout out to the people who don't hate Charlotte. Like you may hate her for whatever reasons, but probably the best female wrestler.
For those types of people, I need to ask the question. I need to ask the question because I don't really want to push this narrative. But if Charlotte was black or a person of color, no one's having this conversation. No one's going to say she's overrated.
Well, at that point, she would be Ric Flair's daughter.
No, but let's not even just take Ric Flair out of it. Let's just go Charlotte.
That's what the hate is. That's what the hate is. They think she's getting pushed because her last name is Charlotte Flair. She's Ric Flair's daughter. That's what the hate is.
Because, like, if The Rock's daughter becomes a thing, is she going to get the same hate?
Yeah, absolutely. You saw what Nia got. Even though Nia was bad.
Nia was bad. Nia's not Nia's merely related to The Rock.
But even though she was bad, everybody said she's only in the company because of her family. Which could have been true, some here and there. But in Charlotte's case, you wouldn't say that.
Yeah, but like, people forget that Manu was a part of Legacy. And he was part of that legacy, Marcus. And he's been written out of that legacy.
How dare you? How dare you bring up Legacy and then bring up Manu, the JC Jane of Legacy?
Do you know what? He's not even. He wasn't even in it long enough for him to be called a JC Jane of Legacy. He's got no titles to his name. This JC Jane's got
I don't even think he got a pinfall for his name. I don't think Manu won a match.
Jannetty even has tag team gold to his name. Manu has nothing.
It's the wrong edition. Wrong edition.
Manu got a punt to the head and he was gone.
No respect for Manu. R.I.P. to that legacy and journey. But I don't know. We got to wrap this show up. I got to go to work. I just realized that.
Okay, so let's just hit that question from Levi and then we'll be out. He said, have you ever done something you immediately regret while watching wrestling?
No.
I mean, I broke my arm I wasn't watching wrestling. I was playing wrestling and tried to drive my elbow through a child. I was 5. I was also a child. It's not me as a grown adult trying to do
it. Don't worry, your lawyer's on standby. We got it. Manny's wrestling lawyer is under Manny's phone. Yeah, so I was attempting a Canadian destroyer and, didn't realize it was the other guy that flips.
He said, I once slammed my sister into a wall while watching Jerry Lawler. It created a 3-foot hole. I've got many a question about that. Why?
Yeah, wrestling. Play wrestling leads to weird places. You think that the real match leads to improvisation. Imagine being at home with a sibling with an imagination. Just like, oh, I'm going to hit you with this. Ah, why? That's Castle Grayskull. That fucking hurts. I didn't think it hurt at the time. I'm not selling. I don't want to play the whore. Fuck you.
So we'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow on Raw is Retro with birthday boy Ross Bell. Make sure in the comments on this video or tomorrow's video, if you're watching, say happy birthday, Ross. If not, Jeff Gaylord. What?
Old ass wrestler that he brought up.
That guy's real.
Someone's a wrestler.
Make sure you say happy birthday to Ross in either the Roy's Retro video tomorrow or on this video so we can tell Ross next time he's on properly. Happy birthday, Ross.
We gotta get him a Jay Cutler cameo.
Jay Cutler. We need to get Billy Gunn one. That's his boy.
True initiation to the group is Brandon Cutler cameos.
I thought you said Jay Cutler. I was like, well, why do we need a Jay Cutler one?
No. Brandon Cutler. It's your birthday. Oh. Also, what do you think of the name? I know Ross is not a one for nickname. He's the Ross Bell, as I put him under the title.
He's also award-winning podcaster.
Yeah. What do you think? Because I'm in the business of changing people's names to own their rights. Like, we own the rights to learn Manny Hayes, Manny. So if you do another podcast, you have to do something else. Don't care what it is.
I created Lord Manny Hayes.
Yeah, but you own the subject brand. We own the rights, all right? Vince McMahon style. We own the rights, damn it. I want to call him Boss Bell. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Big
Boss Bell. Big Boss Bell.
Yeah, Big Boss Bell would be amazing.
Triple B.
And he's gonna make sure you're serving hard times.
I deleted the image of him dressed as the Big Boss Man, by the way.
It's so good. My favorite cosplay of all time.
It's the hair as well. The hair makes that perfect.
Yeah. Considering, he is the inspiration behind Boss Man Fried Chicken.
That wasn't the inspiration. That was the inspiration on the mid-card mess for Maurice to put a picture of some kid wearing a Big Boss Man hat and claiming it was Ross at SummerSlam 92. The most unnecessary. And Ross didn't even deny it.
All right. Let's end the show.
Toodaloo. Me and Marcus probably Eric, he hasn't confirmed if he's going to be there or not. We'll be back Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern.
Oh.
And
what's Central? What's Central?
11. 11. I think 11. It's either 11 or 10. It's one in the middle between. and 5 p.m. GMT time. But me and Marcus will be on half an hour early to get through any pre-show match. And we could, in that time, we could probably just quickly ramble through SmackDown and Rampage. But I don't think I'm going to watch Rampage this week.
So remember how I said I was watching SmackDown?
You know, watching
no intention of watching Rampage. I had no intention of watching Rampage.
Oh, we'll fake it. Oh no, I didn't say that. We'll give you a real report.
We'll
give you a real report because we both watched it.
I'm a little upset. No one's calling the Saudi show. It's gonna be Michael Cole and Corey the whole show. I'm really upset. No McAfee and Saudi.
I don't like Corey. Watching SmackDown last week made me realize how much I dislike Corey.
Yeah, I was like, you really do miss McAfee, and he's not gonna be on SmackDown this week either.
Why? Oh yeah, because it was taped.
They taped last week. So,
but yeah, we'll be back this weekend. Watch Warriors Retro tomorrow. It's a good one. It's The Rock giving gifts to the nation.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I wish you told me. I would have been on that one. One of my favorite episodes of Raw. Because when I was a kid, when I saw that when he gave the wrong gifts out, or the gifts out, everybody watches and Farouk a picture of himself. I was like, done, Farouk.
For the life of me after that, seeing that, I wanted to give a picture of me signed.
Yes.
To anyone after that.
Yes, I wanted to always do that for Christmas or the holiday and just do something like that. And just
From
be like,
picture
oh,
me
yeah,
like.
listen. And then, like, I guess it would be like, I guess me, I give all my family, you know, we all got matching watches, and then I saved the last one for Eric. Eric, I have the perfect picture for you. I have the perfect gift for you. You don't get a watch. What do I get? It's a picture of me. Just me. I gave you the gift for me. What? It's just
So
great. That's a great moment.
So what I said in the group chat in regards to this picture as well, it's a double funny because obviously it's Erica's 50 cent or $1 as we've described. If you turn it upside down,
Yes.
it's Eric doing a Hulk Hogan.
When it come crashing down, it's
sad.
I hate Hulk Hogan so much. I miss that song. Damn it.
If you were to give that music to someone on the roster now, who would you give it to? Bron Breakker. I'm giving it to Bron Breakker.
He is the guy, but I can't do it to him. I would go with someone that, you know, that's gonna probably lose every week or something. It'd probably be like a Sheamus or Cesaro for no reason. They're not even American. I don't care.
And on that note, guys, we'll see you on the weekend. Peace.